Hello, this is Gary Oakes from onlinetutorship.com. This video tutorial is using the advanced website builder within Tailor brands, and it's focusing on a slider. A slider, as you can see here, is a number of images that actually slide across, whether it slides across automatically or if you click the slide across. These are really useful to put in at the top of your website. And also within the slider, you can have some text. You have a title and you can have some paragraph text here. The slider is incorporated within the website by using a widget. In fact, it's the slider widget. If you can't see it here in one of the frequency used, you can type in the word slider, or you can scroll down to media and slider image. To demonstrate this, I'm just going to add a row above here. So we now have an empty row, and I'm going to drag in the slider widget. Once you've done this, there are already some default images here. You can delete all of these and add in your own. I'm going to keep them here for the minute, and I'm just going to add my own image here as a fourth image to the slider, and I'll select this one here. Done. So now we have 4 images on the slider. There's the one I've just added. Let's go back to the edit the content. So once you've added in your images, and if I want to change this one, I just click on it. If I scroll up here, I can replace it. You can search for images here, looking into the free stock images that are available, and can also upload your own. To keep it simple, I'm just going to carry on using the images that I've already incorporated in the site. And I've just replaced this one. Just a note over here, you can alter the position of the image. You can also add a link, give it a title, and you can give it a caption. And I'm going to keep the default ones here just for this purpose. You can also then design the slider by going into design. You can look at the different formats that are available. So this one has the title and the caption in the center, and also has a button. This one just has a caption at the bottom, and this one doesn't have anything. Let's stick with this one here at the moment. You also have the slider transition here, so you can have it fade or you can have it slide. You can have autoplay. This is the autoplay at the moment. It's already set to autoplay, and you can adjust the speed. You can have a pause when somebody hovers over the page. If I select that and I hover over the page, it will pause. It won't then slide to the next one. Content animation, which is this text here, can slide in from the bottom, which is what it's doing at the moment. You can flip and or various rotate in. So you have different ways for the content animation. You can change the font for the title and the color, bold, underlined, etc. You can change the description, font, colors, size, etc., etc. The button style. So we've got this green button here. So we've got the width and the height. So you can change that if you wanted to, or keep it proportionate. You can change the color. You can have a border, which is currently green, so you don't notice it, but if I change it to black, you'll see a border. I'm not going to have a border. You've got more design options here. So on hover, you can change the color. If I wanted a different color there. And you've got a border color as well. Hover border color. And you can have rounded corners, and you can have a shadow. So there's quite a lot you can actually do with the button. And if you wanted to, you can add an image to the button. Give it a border. The frame style, you can have the full width which is already. Or you can change the width here by moving this, and you can change the height by moving this. I'm going to have it full width. Again, opportunity to have the display full image. You could have a color overlay. There is a slight color over this image. So we'll have an overlay color. We'll have it, we could have this yellow color actually. But as you can see, it's now blanked it over. If I go to opacity, I can now change the opacity of this to the color I want so that I can see the image accordingly. Again, you can add a border. You can change the positioning of the text. Arrows. So you've got these arrows at the side here. You can barely see them. I might want them darker. And they can appear on hover, always, so they're always on. I can have thick, thin, or double arrows. And I can change the arrow size. So I can have them fairly big. I can actually add animation to the slider. And again, the way this works is on entrance is that when I get to this part of the page, it will actually trigger the animation. And I might want the slider to just fade in. And I might want it to fade in from the bottom. I can change the duration. I can change some parameters here. And I can preview the animation. And lastly, I can add some spacing. And the spacing this time is the margin spacing. If you're using one of the templates and you want to modify an existing slider, you just go to this slider, click the right hand mouse button, edit the content, change the pictures accordingly. And remember, when you click an image here, you can change an image here. To change an image, just click on it, come across here to replace the image, set the position, add a link if you wanted to, add a title and a caption. And you can change the design accordingly over here by selecting design. So that's how you add a slider to a website.